Hello everyone, my dear friends. Welcome to my Golden Screen Evolution YouTube channel. In this video, Platoon 1986, then and now, we embark on an intriguing time travel that revisits the iconic war film directed by Oliver Stone. We soon examine the roles of the legendary actors, right down to their final photos. Come on, press the subscribe now button and be informed about new videos every day. In the 1986 war film Platoon, Tom Berenger played the character of Sergeant Bob Barnes. During the Vietnam War, he served as a staff sergeant in a U.S. Army infantry detachment. Sergeant Barnes is portrayed as a tough and morally ambiguous character who often falls out at odds with the more compassionate and morally upright Sergeant Elias. The film explores the complex dynamics within the detachment, including Barnes and Elias' contrasting leadership styles and the impact their choices had on the soldiers. Tom Berenger's performance as Sergeant Barnes in Platoon was widely acclaimed, for which he was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Born in Chicago in 1949, Tom Berenger is 74 years old in 2023. In the 1986 war film Platoon, Charlie Sheen played the central character Private Chris Taylor. Chris Taylor is a young and idealistic recruit who volunteers for service in the Vietnam War. The film follows Taylor's experiences as he joins a U.S. Army infantry platoon and witnesses the harsh realities of war. As the film's protagonist, Charlie Sheen's character undergoes a significant transformation during his time in Vietnam. Taylor grapples with the moral and psychological challenges of war, including the conflicting personalities of his fellow soldiers, the brutality of combat, and the internal struggle between right and wrong. Platoon is known for its realistic portrayal of the Vietnam War and its impact on the soldiers involved in the war. The performance of the character Chris Taylor contributed to the great acclaim of the film. Born in New York City in 1965, Charlie Sheen is 58 years old in 2023. In the 1986 war film Platoon, Willem Dafoe played the character of Sergeant Elias Grodin. Elias is one of the key figures in the film, serving as a sergeant in a U.S. Army infantry detachment during the Vietnam War. Sergeant Elias is portrayed as a compassionate and morally upright soldier. He often falls into conflict with the more ruthless and morally compromised Sergeant Barnes. The film explores the intense and challenging experiences faced by the soldiers in the platoon, as well as the moral and psychological toll of war. Willem Dafoe's performance in Platoon was widely acclaimed, and the film was considered a powerful and realistic portrayal of the Vietnam War. Platoon won several Academy Awards including Best Picture and Oliver Stone's Best Director and remains one of the most important war films in the history of cinema. Born in Wisconsin in 1955, Willem Dafoe is 68 years old in 2023. Johnny Depp had a small role in the film Platoon, which was released in 1986. In the movie, Depp played the character of Private Crocodile Lerner. Although his role is relatively small, Platoon is notable for featuring many young actors who have achieved significant success in their careers. Private Gator Lerner is one of the soldiers in the platoon and is part of the squad that tells about the experiences of American soldiers during the Vietnam War. The film is primarily about the main character, Chris Taylor, struggling with the challenges and moral complexities of war. Depp's role was one of his first film appearances, and he went on to become a highly acclaimed and successful actor in the years that followed. Born in 1963 in the state of Kentucky, Johnny Depp is 60 years old in 2023. Kevin Dillon played the character Bunny in the 1986 film Platoon, directed by Oliver Stone. Bunny is one of the soldiers in the platoon during the Vietnam War. The character is portrayed as aggressive and at times morally compromised, contributing to the overall depiction of the harsh realities and moral ambiguities faced by the soldiers in the film. Platoon is known for its gritty and realistic portrayal of the Vietnam War, exploring the camaraderie, conflicts, and challenges faced by American soldiers during that tumultuous time. Born in New York in 1965, Kevin is 58 years old in 2023. Forest Whitaker portrayed the character of Big Harold. Big Harold is one of the soldiers in the detachment during the Vietnam War. Forest Whitaker's performance in the film added depth to the cast and added to the portrayal of different groups of people facing the challenges and moral complexities of war. Harold the Great is one of the most sympathetic characters in the detachment and his experiences in the film highlight the friendship and bonds that formed between the soldiers amid the intense and often harrowing conditions of war. Whitaker's portrayal adds emotional weight to the narrative and reflects the different perspectives within the team. Born in Texas in 1961, Forest Whitaker is 62 years old in 2023. John McGinley played the character of Sergeant Red O'Neill. Sergeant Red is one of the non-commissioned officers in the detachment during the Vietnam War. In the film, McGinley's character is portrayed as a tough and experienced sergeant who has a significant impact on the soldiers under his command. Sergeant O'Neill is portrayed as both a discipliner and a mentor to young soldiers. McGinley's performance added depth to the depiction of the military hierarchy within the platoon by showcasing the challenges and dynamics among enlisted men during the intense and morally complex conditions of the Vietnam War. Born in New York City in 1959, John is 64 years old in 2023. Franchesco Quinn's character Ra serves as the detachment's radio operator during the Vietnam War. Ra plays a supporting role and is seen appearing in several scenes depicting the soldiers' experiences in the intense and harsh environment of war. Specific actions and contributions may vary throughout the film, and like other characters, he is part of the cast, depicting the friendship, conflicts, and moral complexities faced by American soldiers during the Vietnam War. The detachment is known for its realistic and gritty portrayal of war. Born in Italy in 1963, Franchesco Quinn unfortunately passed away in California in 2011. In the movie Platoon, Dale Dye played the character of Captain Harris. Captain Harris is a relatively minor character in the film, and his role appears in several scenes. He represents a senior officer in the chain of command. Captain Harris, in particular, is depicted in scenes involving the command structure and decision-making within the military unit. Although his screen time is limited, his character contributes to the portrayal of hierarchical dynamics and military authority in the context of the Vietnam War. Dale Dye's portrayal, combined with his expertise as a military technical advisor, added to the authenticity of the film's portrayal of military life and operations during the war. Born in Missouri in 1944, Dale Dye is 79 years old in 2023.